Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of the Coach Training Partners podcast. My name is Gordon Duncan. I'm the owner of Capitalize Marketing and Consulting, and this show is part of the larger Capitalize Your Best podcast network of shows. On Mondays, we have This Is Gonna Hurt, which is a personal growth podcast helping you make a better you. Today is Coach Training Partners, where we help coaches create programs and we help coaches increase their revenue. On Wednesdays, we have the Capitalize Your Best podcast, which is about business and marketing growth. On Thursday, we don't have a formal podcast, but we do have an 11 a.m. coaching call within the Capitalize Your Best online community. I'll tell you all about that in a minute. And then on Fridays, we have a pop culture podcast called You're Entitled to Your Opinion. But friends, right now, thank you so much for returning. We appreciate the likes, the shares, and the comments. The show has grown since we relaunched it about 6 months ago, and I'm enjoying it. But thank you so much. Let's jump right in. Every now and then I get an opportunity to spend time with one of my two multimillionaire mentors. I'm incredibly just thankful and I'm honored when I get time with them. They're incredibly busy. They have a lot going on, but they're wonderfully friendly. And if I reach out, they'll make time for me. But I love it when we get time together. And recently, I sat down and just a really casual, grabbed a beer and some wings with one of my mentors. And when I do that, I let the conversations flow as naturally as possible. I, of course, ask them how they're doing. I don't want anything from them. I'm not asking them for money or time or anything like that, just trying to spend time with them. But whenever that happens, wisdom just flows and the conversation is enjoyable. We talk about things other than the day to day. We talk about higher level stuff. We talk about challenging each other, wins, losses, learns, that kind of thing. And so I want to share with you 3 things I learned from my recent get together with one of my millionaire mentors. So let's jump right in. When I was with my mentor the other day, we're sitting there talking, and he expressed just dismay over how so many people get involved in everyone else's business. Now, I'm 55, he's a little bit younger than I am, but it's amazing that that still is an issue. We're not in middle school anymore. We're not in high school. This is not High School Musical. This is not a Disney special. We're grown adults. And he expressed dismay about how people still try to get into each other's business, and people will try to get in his as they do mine. And people will make assumptions and people will start rumors. And his emphasis to me was this. He was like, Gordon, I'm just going to tell you this, stay out of everybody's business. If you see something online that's curious, or if you see something that's a little bit gossipy or salacious, he goes, just stay away from it. It's not going to do you any good to go, I wonder what's going on. And it's not going to do you any good to share with other people what you see, because there's such a temptation to get involved in that. And he expressed to me, listen, Gordon, it happens. We all get curious. And I said the same thing. I no doubt get curious. And you know what? Every now and then it feels a little fun to share something. But he said it will kill your business. Focus on you, focus on your business, but stay out of everyone else's. And it's just incredibly, incredibly good advice. Another piece of advice my mentor gave me is really connected to that first piece where he said, stay out of everyone's business. And he said, Gordon, here, you got to remember this. Keep your defensiveness to a minimum. I was like, what do you mean by that? He goes, you are going to be accused at some point in time. If you outgrow other people, they're going to say, what are you, better than me? And in the course of owning a business, not everyone is going to be happy with your product and service. Sometimes it's 100% your fault. You don't deliver. Sometimes it's not your fault at all. Don't be defensive. You can go into a long explanation about how you did everything right. And you can do large emails and go, I did this, and I did this. And he goes, more than likely, it's not going to make any difference. Keep defensiveness to a minimum. So I said, well, what do you do? He goes, in the areas you can make it right, you make it right. In the areas you can't, you just separate and go away. He goes, but not everyone's going to be on board with you. Some people are going to think you didn't do a good job. Some people are going to accuse you. You got to keep your defensiveness to a minimum. Do your best not to take things personal. Keep your head down and get to work. And that makes so much sense, because not everyone's going to be happy with your product and service. Sometimes you're going to do everything right and it's not going to work. And sometimes you are going to mess up and you just got to own it. But keep your defensiveness to a minimum is incredible advice. Another thing my mentor told me is this. He said, Gordon, Work is always there for you. Now, what do you mean? And he goes, listen, there's going to be times where you don't have any control of your health. Something's just going to happen. You're going to get sick. And there's going to be times where your relationships get damaged and relationships are going to be lost. He goes, but you know what you always have? You've always got work. Now, to some people, that's going to sound incredibly unhealthy, but it's not. He's like, if you're driven to build something, if you're driven to start a business and grow it, he goes, it's always there for you. You know what? You can have the worst day possible, and you're like, you know what? I'm just going to go work on the business. You can have the best day possible. It makes you want to go work on the business. He goes, just remember, it's always there for you. Pursue healthy relationships. Pursue good health. Pursue all those things. The work is always there for you. And it's an encouragement to me when I want to build something. I've got big dreams for Capitalize and everything I'm touching. That's right. When I'm discouraged, work is there for me. Now, that doesn't discount the fact that I need to maintain my health and maintain healthy relationships and all of those things. But you know what? When I'm down, sometimes work is just there for me. And if you get it, you get it. And if you don't, you don't. But if you love it, work is always there for you. Well, friends, these were just 3 takeaways I had from spending time with my millionaire mentor. But let me summarize some of the things he said to me. I'm thankful when I get time with my mentor. But he said, 1, stay out of everyone's business. There's no need to get involved in gossip. It's so tempting. Stay out. 2, keep your defensiveness to a minimum. If people aren't happy with you, do your best to make things right, but no need to get into a long explanation about why you did something. And 3, work's always there for you. If you're discouraged, work is there for you. If you're down, work is there for you. If things are busted around you, work is there for you. And if you love your work and you're building something, it's pleasure that work is always there for you. Friends, I mentioned earlier in the show, the Capitalize Your Best online community. If you're interested in joining us, I have a 7-day trial for you, and it's $29 a month. Afterwards, $29 is cheaper than gas the tank, and it'll take you a lot farther. We put daily encouragement in there. We have the Wednesday night Capitalize Your Best book club. We have the Thursday 11 a.m. coaching call. We have monthly seminars. We've got courses. There's so much going on there. We'd love for you to join us. If you're interested, just reach out to me. I'll give you a 7-day pass, and I'm sure you're going to want to stay there. But friends, thanks again for listening and watching. And tomorrow is the Capitalize Your Best Marketing and Business podcast, and I will see you then. Thanks so much, friends. Bye-bye.